You're staring at a chart that looks like a Jackson Pollock painting after a seizure. You just lost half your life savings because a billionaire tweeted a picture of his dog. Your friends are telling you to have diamond hands while your portfolio turns to dust. Welcome to crypto. It's not just finance, it's a high-speed, meme-fueled psychological operation. And today, we're plugging into the mainframe of this madness. Now, before we dive into the Degen abyss, let's get the obvious out of the way. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy a coin named after a bodily function. My goal is to decode the culture, not to pump your bags. This is purely an educational journey into the collective insanity that is modern crypto. Don't be a statistic. So, how does a market this volatile even function? It runs on a new kind of code, not Python or Rust, but memes. Forget Wall Street analysts. In crypto, the most powerful market indicators are crude MS Paint-style drawings of a bald, melancholic man named Wojak. This fighter or soldier is the patron saint of the crypto investor, a visual shorthand for the emotional roller coaster of the market. There's the green, euphoric Wojak, convinced he's a genius for going all in on a coin with a cat logo. Then there's the pink, tormented Wojak, phone smashed, life ruined, as the market capitulates. These aren't just jokes, they're the language of the digital agora. The document calls them cultural barometers, which is a fancy way of saying they're a real-time feed of the market's psychological state. They're a coping mechanism for the trauma of financial loss and a way to build community in a system that was paradoxically designed to be trust-free. It's like a support group, but instead of sharing feelings, you share memes about working at McDonald's after your crypto portfolio implodes. To survive the Wojak cycle, you need a belief system. In crypto, that religion is called HODL. It started with a typo. In 2013, a user on a Bitcoin forum, likely drunk, posted, "I am hodling" during a massive price crash. He refused to sell. What was a simple misspelling of hold instantly became a legend, a mantra, a philosophy. HODL became an acronym for hold on for dear life. It's a declaration of faith in the face of total market chaos. It's the crypto equivalent of chaining yourself to a tree as the bulldozers approach. This philosophy created a cultural split. You have the diamond hands, the true believers, the hodlers. Their grip on their assets is forged under immense pressure, and they will not sell, even if it means eating ramen for a decade. And you have the paper hands, the weak, the fearful. They sell at the first sign of trouble driven by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD. They're the heretics, ridiculed by the hodling faithful. Hodling is a psychological defense. In a market designed for rapid trading, it's a radical act of passive resistance. It transforms doing nothing into an act of conviction and emotional discipline. But what if the market isn't just random chaos? What if it's being controlled? Enter the Bogdanoff twins, French TV personalities with a unique look. They became the ultimate crypto meme villains. The lore says these all-powerful beings control the market with a single phone call. He bought, pump it. He sold, dump it. This is classic digital folklore. The market is a terrifying, unknowable force, so the community personified it. They created a shared enemy, a final boss for their financial RPG. The Bogdanoffs are the scapegoats for every market crash, the whales and market manipulators given a face. It's a coping mechanism that turns confusion and loss into a shared satirical narrative. It's easier to blame two spooky French twins than to admit you bet your rent on a JPEG of a frog. This brings us to the ultimate expression of crypto's cultural madness, meme coins. It started with Dogecoin, a literal joke created to satirize the absurdity of altcoins, but the joke became the asset. Today, there are millions of meme coins, most with a lifespan shorter than a fruit fly. They don't have fundamentals. They don't solve a problem. Their value is derived from one thing and one thing only: attention. The document calls it the financialization of attention, and it's a perfect description. These coins are in a death match for engagement. Their weapons: hype, virality, and community vibes. Take Fartcoin, for example. Yes, it's real. Launched in 2024, it literally has a gas fee system that makes a digital fart sound with every transaction. It has no grand purpose. It's pure, unadulterated internet humor, and it reached a market cap of over $2 billion. People aren't just buying a token.
They're paying to be part of the joke. And this leads to the final evolution, the degen. Degen, short for degenerate, used to be an insult. Now it's a badge of honor. A degen is a trader who embraces the highest risk, highest reward plays. They're not investing, they're gambling on meme-based narratives with maximum leverage. They chase 1000x returns on microcap tokens, aping in without a second thought. They thrive in the chaos of pump and dump cycles. For a degen, a coin like Degen, which started as a reward token in a niche chat channel and evolved into its own Layer 3 blockchain, is the perfect playground. Critics say degens are just creating a casino, undermining the entire space with scams and rug pulls. Supporters argue they are stress-testing new ecosystems and bootstrapping liquidity. Either way, degen culture is the hyper-financialization of speculation itself. It's a subculture that doesn't just tolerate risk, it celebrates it. So what's the final code? Crypto isn't just technology. It's a living, breathing culture. It's a bizarre feedback loop where memes don't just reflect the market, they become the market. A typo becomes an investment philosophy. A picture of a sad man becomes a trading signal. And a joke becomes a billion-dollar asset. This is the madness of modern markets, a place where human psychology, digital folklore, and technology have merged into something terrifying, hilarious, and utterly new. So what's the wildest crypto meme or market story you've ever witnessed? Drop it in the comments below. Let's create our own archive of the insanity. And remember to like and subscribe if you want to keep making sense of the madness.